Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Aziza. I'm reading today for female Scorpio for the month of April 2020 for love and relationship. Perhaps there was some disappointment between you and someone that you love, dear Scorpio. But your person returned to you, and I see there is a lot of interaction between you two and love. You are like love bears, you are around each other. You are talking. You are discussing a lot of things in your life. You feel more confident, more talking softly to your person after he was disappointed with you, fighting with him because you wanted this relationship to progress and you want a settle down. It feels to me that he is confirming to you that he wants a future with you. And it looks to me that you are moving, or you want to move to a distant or another place at this time, and you feel that you want him to share that with you, or to find a place with you, or to discuss that we are in a relationship already. You want that confirmation, dear Scorpio. You want that confirmation from your person, but your person keep being disappointed that you are not really finding the balance or peace in your heart with him, because you are moody about it. You are moody with him. You are trying harder. You are trying so much, and they say here, stop trying so much, stop trying so hard, because your person he want to do things on his own, without you pressuring the situation. You need to focus on the love between you two at this time, really much, because you want that obligation. You want him to include you with something. You want to have the upper hand over his ex. You want to have the upper hand that you are the only person in his life. You want things to get somewhere where you want it to be at this time. You want really to win, to feel winning, victory, You feel that, you want to isolate your partner because you are disappointed and you keep dwelling on things that is not really getting you anywhere at this time. You want to succeed, because it looks to me that you are happy momentarily, but not all the way 100%, because there are things on your mind that you want it to happen that is not really on your grasp yet. This is what's bothering you and worrying you and making you feel unhappy and hurting, because you expect a lot and your expectations is really making you hurt at this time. You keep being nice to your partner at this time, and you are succeeding, and you feel really this is really great what's happening right now. He feels, this is how he feels. When he feels everything is great and you are treating him so good and so nice, he thinks that he succeed, and now he can go on with, if he want to go on a trip, for example, or go and spend the time with his friends, because he feels everything is fine. This is the key. She loved me, she's doing an effort, everything is working, now I can leave. Every time he see you so comfortable with him, kind of like, he goes somewhere and he goes on trips, or he goes like, and spend the time with other people, not you. You are upset and devastated. So he comes like, from his trips and everything, and he try to be really making you feel so happy, and he's really so good with his words and everything, and you become like, really happy with him, the way he's talking to you, and it's so nice and sweet. He feels so comfortable that everything is okay, then he leaves again. Well, it seems to be here that you should not give him all of that confirmation 100%. Let him keep trying harder, and instead of you like, keep trying harder. You think that he's trying harder, but I don't see him trying harder. It's your work and effort like, has been put there really more to make things better. It's not him. You love him? Yes. You do love him very much. He loves you too, but he's always careful, and you have an issue of trust with him. You want things to move faster, and he knows that things like, needs to be moving faster, so he's being careful about giving everything to you. You are lucky with him, like, he does love you and he mean it. I see that. But the situation is not changing here because you keep waiting for something to happen. You keep waiting for it to happen. So that means to me that you don't have to wait for things to happen, you can make it happen. You want him to rush, you want him to do things, and you are waiting for it. Let's see that what you need to make here for things to happen. He keep delaying and delaying, but holding on you does not want any other person, and you worry that this isn't going to get anywhere, and you feel at the end that you are drained, and you did a lot, and it's not really getting you anywhere. What is it that you need to do, dear Scorpio, to make things happen instead of waiting? Much good. Because being theoretical at this time, like to say, I'm leaving you, I'm going somewhere else, I don't want this anymore, to curse at him, I'm not really sure this is really working with your person, because they know your heart, they know you very well, and they are not doing exactly what you want to do, because every time you say something, they are used to it, because you're going to forgive and relax. You want to change to the better, you need to speak to your person without being shy or angry. Shy or angry. Shy because you are not speaking your heart. You get angry and you start really saying things, but you are not really getting to the point where you want to say something. You blow up suddenly and you yell, you scream, or you get frustrated and you start to make excuses around it, but not direct to the point. You have to be direct with your person and tell them what you want, but you are afraid that if you say something, he will decline you and walk away. That's how you waste your time and energy. Without opening your heart, you need to open exactly what you want, without rolling in circles, because you keep really turning in circles around. I can tell him I'm frustrated because, oh, I'm on my period, for example. No, you cannot really do that. Just like, express your feeling to the fullest, the way it is, without being frustrated or angry or fighting. Like you are here like lovebirds. You have a lot of communications about too many things, but you are not speaking your heart. You want to spy on his phone, for example. You want really to do something behind his back. You want to know exactly what he's saying with his friends. You want to know exactly what's on his mind, but you are not really straightforward. You are speaking very well here. I see your communication is really very good. See, the way you are here, you communicate very well with him. He have a connection with you. You are talking about too many things, but not exactly what you want. You do a lot of effort around him. It's really very nice and beautiful. He's happy with you. But in the same time, you don't tell him, like, for example, this is annoying me, like, or I want a commitment. I want to feel like, I am in your life. You don't really tell him exactly. Sometimes you do, but not exactly. Tell him about your expectations. You can really, like, talk about your fears also. It will work eventually for you. You are afraid, like, to open up, and he will hurt you, and he will have the upper hand and let you go. It's not going to happen this way. Just let me ask you this. I don't want to put anybody in trouble. Dear Scorpio, if you open up with your like, if you want him to move in with you, just tell him, can we move in together? Because a lot of you, like, know this person for a long time. If you met this person, like, 2 weeks ago, I will tell you, no, don't speak about that at all. But if you know him years ago, you can really talk about it. I know and I believe in my heart that every man knows what to do. He should approach the commitment. He should approach, like, move in with me. He should be really approaching, like, the marriage. But if the situation keep worrying you over and over, and you have that connection with each other, you can speak to him freely. Okay, let me see. Is he going to run away or decline you or walk away? If you tell him exactly what's bothering you without fighting or shutting the door on him, you're not going to say anything. You are leaving it 100% for him to do an effort, and he's not doing an effort. But you notice that sometimes when you do an effort for something and you push it a little bit, you get what you want. How? Because he loves you. He does care about you a lot, and he lets you do it. He knows what he's doing. Nope, he's not going to walk away. He does love you. And he will change things to make things happen. You can make things happen if you talk to him, because he wants family with you. He always come back to you. He always with you. And he's happy with you. You will succeed. So he's not going to run away. If you have the courage, you need to have the courage. You need to stop freaking out. Fear is not going to get you anywhere. Holding back on the right idea or the right approach or the right communications is not going to do you any good. Because you're going to keep on waiting. Keep on waiting for him to do everything 100%. In some cases, sometimes, like, that you can really share your ideas and talk about it. Even if you want to make it in a sense of humor, it's really better not to fight and argue and being mad about it. And it will work for you eventually. But you keep really feeling like, that I'm wasting, like, money, time, energy, and I'm waiting, nothing is happening, because you are putting, like, your pride and your ego in between here. But if you know the person really, like, for a long time, you can really speak to them freely. Why not? I would. Because you don't want to keep waiting. You will get your wish at the end, whatever, like, that you desire here with your person. if you just a little bit speak up, and you don't have to put all of your wishes on the table for him, like, one by one. How about if we save some money and move in together? How about if we are, like, doing it differently? How about this? You can really just say something. Don't just sit there, dear Scorpio, because this is difficult for you. It's taking a lot of time for this man, like, to settle down with you, because you become, like, upset, or you give him that face and he doesn't really know exactly what you want. And when he asks you what's going on, you go and tell him other excuses. It's not going to work like that. You need to speak up. But do not put everything that you want with this man 100% on the table at once. Accomplish one thing, after a week or two or a month, accomplish something else. You will find yourself, like, really in the relationship. He thinks that he is really fully committed to you and everything, but he is not fully committed. That's for him. To you, no, it's not. Well, do something about it yourself. Grab on him and say that, you know what, I would like this. In a very, like, just beautiful voice, like, in a sensitive situation, like, you don't have to yell, you don't have to scream or be iffy or say, that's it, I'm walking away. Because all of these things, like, makes you, like, be lonely. If you want to just, like, hold it deep inside you for a long time, then explode after a few months. It's not getting you anywhere. Just speak the truth. Be honest. Without like, being stressed out or frustrated. Say it in a different way, that, when you have that great connection between you two, you can say something. I would love from you to do this. Catch the situation when you are really, like, good acquainted, like, with each other and beautifully. Just say something. I would like from us, like, to be together in one home, moved in together. And see where it goes. You will be surprised. He's not gonna run away. Dear Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you need a private reading, please contact me on mysticalaziza.com, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.